The content on this channel has been created for adults. If you're not at least 13 years of age or older, then please do not watch this content. Sorry, dude. Come back when you're 13.
Yeah, baby girl. You know what I want to do. Come on. Yeah, baby girl.
What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. It's always a pleasure to see your beautiful faces out there, and I hope that everything is going okay in your life right now. I realize that things are crazy and a bit hectic, and I thought to myself, I was like, I need to start getting some of this positive content out there that could help enrich your relationships a bit, to help with just coping with everything that's going on, and more importantly, just using as another avenue to connect with all of you, because I know you guys enjoy the reactions and all those type of videos I do, but this is another way that we can communicate and talk, and that I can connect with you. So I thought to myself, I was like, I've got my Ultimate You channel. I have about 1 or 2 videos I think that I've done on there, and I have been really kind of struggling with time to find the time to kind of do everything I want at the same time, but that's all right. It's about, getting into a rhythm and creating balance and yada, 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 which I am working on. But today I made it a point. I was like, you know what? I am going to put this video out because I was inspired to do so by things that was actually going on in my life. I was having something happen with a friend, and I'm one of those kind of people who I really like to, be straight up about things. Like if I have an issue with you, you're gonna probably find out about it, and if something's going on. And I don't say that in a negative way, but I just like to be upfront in my relationships, if there's something that's bugging me or a problem, and it used to be hard to do that for me, to be, transparent, because there's a point in time where I just love my partners. I get in these relationships and I love my partners so much, and it's like I don't want to hurt their feelings, or I don't want to see them cry. And I soon learned that was not the best route to take. So I went from one extreme to being like, oh, I don't know if I should say that or do that, to the other extreme where it was like, okay, I'm breaking up with you and that's just the way it is, and not giving any context to why I was ending the relationship or why I needed to bring that chapter to a close. And so I thought to myself, right, there has to be a better way. There needs to be a balance. You got to still find balance, and balance is important in everything in life. And that's why today I wanted to talk to you guys about that. I wanted to talk to you about this because this is probably one of the biggest reasons that so many relationships fail, whether it's between you and your partner, whether it's between you and a friend, you and your family. There is an issue with things not being balanced properly. And what I mean by this exactly is I want to talk about equal energy exchange, a fair and equal energy exchange. And I'm going to explain how I started telling my friend about this, and then I thought, you know what, because my friend goes, yeah, that's a good point, wow, thanks, and my friend is awesome. She loves hearing stuff that is positive and inspiring and enriches her life, and she wasn't even prepared for what was coming because she didn't know. And I kind of just sprung this on her, and she went, oh, wow. And, it's basically what happened. I'll tell you the story, and then I'll continue talking about the fair energy exchange. But basically what happened for me was that she's another YouTuber, by the way. And so I, check my friends' channels from time to time and see what's going on in their channels. And I was looking through the description of her channel, and I was like, huh, she's removed the link that says, join the, become part of the family or vlog family or something, that had a link to my YouTube channel. And she also had another person's name on there as well that was going to their YouTube channel. I was like, oh, she's removed it. And I instantly thought, oh, maybe she forgot to put it there or something happened or another. It was kind of like my first thoughts that came to my head, but then I checked and it was like, this has been the new default setting, obviously in the template, because on all her videos it says that straight across the board. So okay, no problem. Now, it is such a natural reaction in that situation to get kind of like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? What the freak? Are we not friends anymore? This is the normal reaction that people have in a lot of those type of situations. Because on my page, I still have a link to her YouTube on all of my channels. I have over 25 channels, by the way, just to point that out. And on every one of my videos, I have her link in my description to go to visit her channel. So now I instantly thought about this in terms of energy, because I like to delve in the world of energy. If you guys don't know, I am a certified hypnotherapist, personal development coach, holistic practitioner, and I am a very strong believer in energy. And the reason it's so important, guys, is because it needs to be fair and balanced. There needs to be an equal energy exchange, because when there's not an equal energy exchange, and in all your relationships, guys, no matter what they are, if it's not an equal energy exchange that you share with this person, then potentially you're setting yourself up for resentment, for underlying issues, because ultimately the energy, it's just not balanced. It's not a balanced relationship, right? So, in the universe, if you look at the world around us, if you look at the world we live in, it's all about balance, guys. And you look at everything, for every action there's an opposite and equal reaction, that sort of stuff as well. You look at it, it's about, there has to be a balance. So for example, hot and cold, yin and yang, good and bad, etc., etc., etc. There's a balance. There's a natural order to things. Have you ever driven a car that the wheels are unbalanced? And it only takes one of them to be unbalanced for you to have a very uncomfortable ride, especially when you try to move forward in high speed. It's the same thing in life. And in your personal lives, your relationships, if you don't have that balance and you're trying to move forward and keep progressing, you're going to have a unsmooth ride to the point where the wheel will fall off. Literally, you guys know what I mean. It's in your relationship. If you don't keep things tuned up and balanced properly and in proper working order, it will all just come crumbling down on you and fall apart. You will never get to the destination that you want to get to, because again, or you'll keep trying to anyways, but you won't have a smooth ride there. And eventually, what do you do when you don't have a smooth ride, when things are just so uncomfortable? You want to get off that road. You don't want to stay on anymore. You want, like, I had enough of this. This is horrible. So you either change your road, you change your vehicle, you change something to make your ride more pleasant, right? That's how it is with these relationships. So you got to keep it fair. You got to keep it balanced. You got to have that Star Wars mentality. There has to be balance in the Force. It's all so important. If you have a relationship where you're doing 95% of the work, for example, let's say you're the one in your relationship. Let's talk about, we'll use a relationship like a partner. That's an easy one. Everyone can relate with this. I'm sure everyone has been in this situation. So you're doing the cooking, you're picking the kids up in the morning, you're doing the cleaning, you're doing the washing, you're doing 95% of the work, and then your partner is doing 5% of the work. So basically, you instantly could see there's not a fair energy exchange there, is it? Because one person is carrying most of the load and you're not. So over a period of time, what happens if this goes unchecked, which when you realize it's happening, by the way, you don't be afraid to speak out and talk about it. Don't let it continue to go unchecked. That's another thing. You got to be upfront. You got to not be afraid to express what you are feeling in a relationship, because if you don't do that, again, the resentment will continue to build and build and build. And usually it happens without you realizing that it's happening, because a lot of times we get into these behaviors, we get into this routine, we get into these ruts, and it just becomes second nature, like riding a bicycle, and we don't think about it, but it's happening underneath. And it's like the silent kind of thing that just keeps creeping up slowly but surely into a point where it's like a volcano that you didn't know was going to erupt until one day it just does. And you let loose. I'm sure you all have experienced that at some stage where you're like, I've had enough. I do this, I clean, I cook, blah, blah, blah. And what do? You sit there and play Fortnite for freaking 8 hours a day while I'm busting my beehole trying to do everything to keep things running smoothly and going. You know what I mean? So this is one strong, surefire way to have any relationship fail. If you want to sabotage a relationship, well, you continue to let it flow without having balance. And that goes both ways. You know, you should be conscious of this, whether you are the one who is doing all the work or the one who's not making any effort. You should take a look at your relationship right now. Take a look and go, am I doing a fair energy exchange with my partner right now? Am I having a fair energy exchange with my brother or my sister? Am I having a fair energy exchange with my best friend? Have a look and you'll be surprised what you discover. And, you know, congratulations to those who do have a fair energy exchange. So I'm sure there's some people out there who do practice this. But if you don't, and you don't communicate, and you don't talk about it, and you leave this unchecked, it is definitely one surefire way to let everything absolutely come crumbling down, and you become a statistic. And next thing you know, your relationship has ended. And sometimes you never knew why it happened. Some people aren't forthcoming with the information, like, why? What did I do wrong? Because sometimes you're in the dark. You don't realize these things. You don't realize what you did wrong. And some people have that mentality like I had earlier on, where I was like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want the drama. I don't want, you know, the negativity. I just want to just kind of bow out. And they don't let you in on the little secret as to why they just was fed up. And it could have been, it just wasn't a fair energy exchange. Well, guys, this is one of those topics I could talk about for ages and go on and on and on about, but I'll save more of this kind of stuff for a future video. So if you enjoyed that and you enjoy having information and conversations and different things that can help enrich your life and assist you on your journey and help keep you moving forward in a positive manner, and you know, maybe avoid a couple potholes along the way, well, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And also, I haven't decided yet. I just realized I said click the subscribe button, and this might actually go on my Off Tap Life channel, just because it's the channel where I actually have an audience big enough to actually enjoy this video. If I put it on my Ultimate You channel at the moment, it's a new channel, so it'll be very lonely and it won't reach as many people as it needs to reach right now. So yeah, wherever I put this, just subscribe. Links are in the description for my channels if you want to check out other content. I love you guys, and there's one important last thing that I say in every single video, and that is, remember to live each moment to the fullest and keep it off tap. We're out.